Hello everyone, this is Waldorf,
This is Statler.
and now we have Battle Report 218.
218.
Orcs and Goblins versus the Dread Elves.
At Huzzah Hobbies. Back to the black and white emblem.
Yeah, well, Dread Elves. Somebody's got to do a color emblem for them.
I guess I gotta... The smart thing is to go online and look for things and just use it in the meantime.
For what?
For all these other armies.
Probably be smart.
Yeah, just do that.
I'm protesting.
The Dread Arm... I guess... Well, I think the Dread Elves are... Dread Elves and Infernal Dwarves, the next two army books.
I don't know.
After they finish
Is there an order?
Yeah, well, no, but they named those.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once they finish the WDG,
Okay.
which they just posted something about the beta of it.
Correct.
Update.
I saw that.
I haven't gone through it yet, but
I haven't either. Somebody I was talking to the other night said it was good. One of the UTC guys I was talking to said, "Look, the beta looks really good."
okay.
So we have a Prince of Nob, who's a general. He's got the Death's Kiss, Seal of the Republic,
There's something wrong with that name.
Potion of Swiftness, and a Talisman of Protection. He's got the Oracle of Yema, who's a Master of Alchemy, Talisman of the Void, and a Wandering Familiar.
Okay.
And then a Captain BSB, Paired Weapons, Hero's Heart, Ghostly Guard, and on a Raptor.
Okay.
2 units of 5 Dark Raiders with Musicians and Crossbows. 25 Dread Legionnaires, Full Command Spears, Flaming Standard. 12 Repeater Auxiliaries with the Musician. 11 Dread Knights, Full Command and a Flaming Standard.
Wow.
He's Alchemy Flaming Standard in this. And 24 Dread Judges,
With lots of
Full
shooting.
Command and a Flaming Standard.
Yeah, I am the law.
Yes. Raptor Chariot, 5
Okay.
Harpies, and 2 Dread Reapers.
Okay.
So, that's what we got going in.
Well, that Dread Knight's got a big unit, big target on his back, doesn't it?
What's that?
The Dread Knight's block.
Why so?
It's a lot of freaking points
It's a lot of points, but
for 11 wounds.
let's put the BSB in them, and they're even more.
Yep.
So, I did not have my camera thing with my camera chip. I was misplaced, so I had to do this with my phone.
The iPhone.
So you're going to see a little bit. They're square pictures instead of the other one. Other way for some reason.
You can change the resolution on your iPhone.
I could probably fix that, but
Yeah.
that would require thinking.
Oh, okay.
And it wasn't until the last minute that I decided. You can tell because I didn't take any pictures of the setup or anything else.
Well, you know, these cell phone, smartphones they're a fad. They're going to go away.
They're going to go away at some point.
Yeah.
I agree. So this is after Vanguard. You can see there's a impassable field and fence, hill, forest, water feature.
Okay.
Another impassable field and fence, hill,
An
and a
impassable
forest.
field and fence, or an impassable
An
building?
impassable building
And-
and a field
Okay.
and a fence
Okay.
over here on the right. So there you have it. That's what it looks like. And we've already done Vanguards. I was kind of
Objectives or the two?
the two. He picked this one that I have to take from him, and I picked this one he's got to take from me.
Okay.
So I was kind of worried about these guys getting around to my line, so I kind of deployed. You can see the Boar Riders deployed this way.
Okay. Both
And-
units.
What's that?
Both units.
Well, one's forward and one's to make
Right,
sure
right.
he doesn't take his 12-inch Vanguard and 18 move and get around.
Right.
Which is irritating. So there you have it, and you can see he vanguarded his guys to come back here, and I'm not sure why, but anyway, they're there. So
It's protecting from ambushers.
I guess, well, he's making it so these guys can't shoot at it as Dread Reaper.
Oh, okay.
I think.
It's probably the same thing. He just didn't want you to get around his backside with your wolf rider.
And he did not want me to get. He was measuring to make sure I couldn't get
Yeah.
around him. But in this case, he can't. I can come up and occupy the fence, which means I can beat anything in his army from there with wolf riders. And again, just want to point out my chaff over here on the left-hand side, way out of position. So,
Still get you Nasher.
yeah, I still got a Nash unit on each side.
They're pointed like chaff, even if they don't fight like it.
So first turn, I have first turn. Boar boys come up the hill, staying mostly on the hill. Those are his Dread Legion. I'm sorry, his Dread Judges.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not interested in fighting that. I've got 3 characters in that unit, and they do multi-wound to me. So
How bad could that be?
and his character does multi-wound too,
Yeah.
because of that weapon he's got.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm not thrilled with any of this nonsense. Anyway, Bull Riders come up, challenge him. Nashers stay on the hill for a long charge, and the other Bull Riders, again, stay back so he can't
Right. Get around you.
sneak around me. Ferals are the one unit that I'm not afraid of almost anything in his army with, so they come forward. And the Nashers and the Trolls came up in the center. So I get off the swarm of insects and spells and kill 4 of his 5 harpies. And the 5th one panics and runs off the board.
Okay. Dead average.
He was so happy because he's like, ha, ha, I got 1 left. You're going to see. It's like, oh, you didn't make a check yet.
Yeah.
It's okay. My general's right there. Okay. Rolled 11. It left.
But his BSB's on the other side.
His BSB's on the other side with the swarm of insects. There you go. So then, Mr. Totemic Summons, because this is why he let Swarm of Insects go, is because he's got 5 dice and I've got 4 left. It was a 6 to 5 phase. So I rolled 2 dice for Swarm of Insects.
It's my favorite spell unless it's being used against me.
And then on 4 dice, managed to beat his 5 dice and get my Totemic Summons off.
Sounds familiar.
He breathed, uses Breath Weapon on the Dread Reaper and did a couple wounds. Shooting. The combined might of my Wolf Riders put 2 wounds on his Dark Raiders.
Oh, nothing to complain about.
Well, considering you guys up front needed 4s to hit.
Oh, they weren't long range.
They were not even long range. No, these guys were in great shape. Didn't have to move and long range.
We have 4s and 4s, and he had a 5 up.
4s
save.
and 4s. Yeah, it's fine. He has a 4 up because he actually bought these shields.
Oh, okay, 4's up. So yeah.
So yeah, it's probably about right. And that's going to do it for my turn.
Okay.
So he's coming up. He's already down a couple guys. So they can't see him, but they moved off here to the left.
Okay.
And his Raptor Chariot moved around to make sure I couldn't charge his Dread Reaper with my Wolf Riders.
Okay.
I could try this long one at him, but that's probably not going to work. And let's see, what else did he do? He backed up a little bit here in the woods. These guys, his Dread Judges are camped out in this water, having a good time.
Making tea.
They like the swamp, I guess.
Yeah.
And you can see his mage hanging out with the Repeater Auxiliaries.
And he brought his other unit around your flank.
Yep. Out of my arc.
They are the arc, okay.
Doesn't look like it.
Doesn't look
but
like
he
it
is
now.
out of my arc.
Okay, so you missed it by that much.
He may have not finished adjusting them at this point because he was checking the arc and using an arc, not just saying they're out of arc. Because then we knew they wouldn't be.
Yes. Yes, of course.
As you can see, there's the base of his Dark Riders.
Yep.
They came forward. So that's it. He goes with single bolts at the spider. 1 hits and does 3 wounds to it.
Okay.
That's unfortunate for me. And the Dark Riders over here kill off 3 of my Nashers. The other unit, I think it was this unit, fired in, killed a couple of these.
Okay. He's measuring from his chariot.
And he's I think he was measuring for the chariot to take a couple of pot shots there as well. So we go to turn 2. And that's what it looks like.
Does the chariot have repeaters on it?
Maybe.
I don't recall.
I don't know if he was just measuring or shooting. I'm not sure at that point. So my turn. My Wolf Riders come forward. They got a couple uses here. They can shoot at this thing and provide chaff against this.
And take 2 dice out of his dice pool.
And take 2 dice from his dice pool.
That's the most important factor.
My spider can, because of this, move forward because he's in my flank. So he'll have to hit me in the flank and can't overrun into the spider.
Yep.
The Wolf Riders here on the fence just flip back around and get to the flank of this unit.
Hope for some lucky shooting.
What's that?
Hoping for some lucky shooting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty much. Nashers come forward fast. Trolls come up a bit. And Ferals, again, who, like I said, aren't afraid of much. They're going to walk forward. The
Well, your trolls shouldn't be too afraid either.
he's got a lot of flaming.
No.
All 3 big units have flaming
That's true.
banners.
That's true.
Which is not good for the trolls. They're kind of hanging back, waiting until
Yeah.
somebody gets beat up.
Yeah.
The Nasher herd that was here walks down, turns, and positions itself at the fence. So the Dread Judges are in their front, but they can easily smash them. Bring the Boar Boys around, threaten their flank. And these Boar Boys come forward to make sure these guys can't charge the Nashers.
Okay.
He can charge me if he wants to.
Yeah.
We'll teach him a lesson if he tries that.
Probably.
And back here, the Totemic Summons random moves into the Dread Reaper.
Okay.
And look,
I see another
in the magic phase, another one shows up. Which is fantastic. There we go. So between it breathes on this, and I think did 3 wounds, and the Wolf Riders managed to put the 4th.
Okay.
Over here, those Wolf Riders killed one of the riders,
He panicked
and the
ran
other 2
away.
panicked and ran.
Okay, it's going.
And
This game's going much better for you than the last one
this
was.
game's going well so far.
Yeah.
And the Totemic Summons, of course, puts the last wound on the bolt thrower, but he did put a wound on me. I don't see it there, but he did put a wound on me. The stupid elves go first. So now it's back to his turn, and he's going to charge here. His chariot came down, surprised me here. His chariot came down off the hill and charged the spider. I was surprised. Did not think he would do that. Those guys are running. And then the Dread Judges come out of the water and charge me in the flank. charge this unit in the front. I am guarding a fence, so he's -1 to hit.
Yeah, he got a fence.
And he lost 1, 2, 3, I think 4 to the dangerous terrain.
For the
water.
Running through the water. Okay.
Yes, splashing through the water. The Dark Riders rally.
Okay.
Of course, these guys make it in. They make it in there. These
backed up.
They backed up a bit, and the mage hung out still here. I think. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't convince him to leave that unit and just walk around by himself. Actually, she backed up. She's in with the spearmen now.
Okay.
The Dark Riders failed their march test and just
bounced around. Yeah.
Just were able to walk. They still had plenty of room to walk past me.
I see a lone Nasher.
The crossbowmen open up and kill all but one. Not happy about that. And the Dread Judges, of course.
Yep.
Smash them and pivot about.
And wreck a perfectly good fence.
And smash a perfectly good fence.
Yeah.
They backed up there. That's all good. And he did 2 more wounds to me, but got eaten by a spider. Unfortunately, he didn't run. He just died.
Okay.
I would have liked him to run so I could chase him straight back.
Yeah.
That would have been pretty good.
Yeah, that would have been helpful.
But didn't happen. So he smashes me, turns to face.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. We still have 1 Nasher for chaff.
I do. So turn 3. Wolf Riders
and a few totemic summons.
Wolf Riders are very brave now. When it's
2.5 to 1.
It's 2.5 to 1. We can do this.
They think they're still playing the 7th edition Warhammer, where they can, if they outnumber 2 to 1.
Yes,
immune to fear.
They don't fear elves. They outnumber.
Exactly.
So this was a dumb move.
Oh, you went in with the spider.
I went in with the spider.
Oh.
Yeah, this was a bad move. I went in with the Nasher as well, and the Totemic Summons came into the back.
Okay.
With the Totemic Summons back there, I had no reason to charge him with the spider.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I can hit him in the back. I'm unbreakable, so he's probably not going to kill me, and I can tie him up. Even if not, I can move the Nasher over to chaff him.
And he can't afford to reform. And
yeah, it was just a terrible move. Just a bad move. Anyway, so they all charged in.
And you turn these guys to the flank.
They turn the flank. They start moving this way. The one Totemic Summons back here charges into the back of this unit.
Oh, you went into them and not into the spearmen.
I did. I didn't want them just shooting the crap out of this unit.
Okay.
Especially when this one's positioned here, ready to come at me, is what I was thinking. Anyway, this probably would have been a better choice because his mage has 2 direct damage spells. Yeah. Which means, he couldn't have got missile spells.
Yep, and that strength 3 attacks aren't going to hurt you very much.
So, well, a wound on 5s, no save, 6 up save, but no save. Yeah. I've got no way out of this, and if I remember correctly, I failed my March test with this unit. So all they could do was reform and back up. Okay. Feral Orcs came forward to try to block, but couldn't move far enough to do it. And you can see the Boar Boys coming over here. Yep. Other Boar Boys moving forward. I'm trying to get the Boar Boys back towards the objective. Is what I'm hoping. And of course the Wolf Riders made it. And so magic phase. There's Break the Spirit off on the Dread Judges.
Oh, we let that go off?
He did not let it go off.
Oh, okay.
I think this was a 4 dice to 5 dice again, where I slipped it through.
I thought he was terrified of another totemic summon, so he let that go.
Well, he wasn't happy with another totemic summons coming, but I didn't even try one.
Okay.
But I did manage to get that off.
Okay. And he's in the field and on a fence.
He's in the field on a fence, and I'm on a hill.
Yeah.
So it's not good. So over here we charge in and killed one. Took nothing back.
And he didn't kill one. Wow.
And he stands.
Okay.
In here we break the repeater auxiliaries and try to run them down, but fail.
Okay.
I'm rolling 3 dice to his 2, and not Swift Stride 3. 3 dice to his 2. Anyway, don't run him down. Then we move over to this fight where he kills the spider and kills the Gnasher.
Looks like he killed at least one knight.
And puts 2 wounds on this guy. I did manage to kill a knight.
Okay.
Yeah. Got that going for me. Yep.
And he didn't...
And he pivoted.
Yeah, okay.
He turned around to face. He didn't actually move the models. Just declared it. Okay, fine. Don't bother. So that's what it looks like going into his turn.
Things have turned.
They are, because if this unit is going to... This unit's going to declare a charge back here. He needs a 7 to get to me.
It's a lot of DTs.
It's a ton of DTs, but he can't charge this unit.
No.
And if he doesn't charge, he really has no way out of this spot.
Yep, then you're going to just pummel him.
He has to charge somebody.
Yeah.
Even if he goes over here and hammers them good, he's not going to kill him, and this unit's going to hit him in the flank. Along with the unit behind him.
And you'll still have a lot of attacks hitting the back.
Correct.
If he peels off 2 ranks.
So he decides to go for this unit.
Okay.
Which is, like I said, I think it's his only choice in this time.
Yep.
Because of where he is and where the board is.
Is he measuring the spearmen to the flank?
He was measuring the spearmen to the flank of those guys. So he makes the charge. He comes in. He ends up taking 2 wounds on his character. And a wound on his champion.
Okay.
But he did get in with 6 guys. Okay. 6 guys and his character.
And that unit started the game, what, 21?
24.
24, okay.
Yes.
That's what he gets for not spraying his trays.
So, the big news here is his general can kill mine, because he's got the multi-wound thing. He's going to go first.
Yep.
All he's got to do is get 2 wounds through and I'm dead. But the big news when he charged me is his champion failed to the dangerous terrain, and now my champion in my unit will issue a challenge. Whoa! Forcing his general to fight me.
Forcing his general to turn sideways.
How did I miss that? Anyway.
Okay.
There, I fixed it.
There you go.
And this guy's, of course, in the fight. He's just not standing up well.
So you're able to challenge him off. He moved his guys to the flank. Oh, the spearman charged into the totemic summons.
Spearman charged the totemic summons.
He didn't charge into your other guys because it was too far, or he didn't think he could beat him?
He couldn't get past it. I don't think he could get past the totemic summons and didn't think he could beat him.
Okay.
So, I charged the totemic summons. Guy's still fighting over here.
Mm-hmm.
We move on. He gets the Word of Iron to bump his armor up by 2.
Okay.
And then he manages to get the Glory of Gold off.
Okay.
Which makes me flammable and him flaming.
Right.
So, yeah. This is a turn where I didn't make any. Ooh, that's not a good picture.
Nope.
Let's move past that. Thank you. Okay. I also miscast at some point and to put 2 wounds on his mage.
Okay.
I think it was this turn getting those spells off.
And I see a wound on a totemic summons.
And he kills off the totemic summons back here.
Okay.
Turns back into face.
All right.
The spearman charged me in the flank. I'm unbreakable. He puts the next second wound on me.
Okay, he rallied his...
And these guys,
repeater
guys rally. And over here, he kills one of me.
Okay.
But I stick.
All right.
So this fight ensues. He puts 2 wounds on my BSB.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 wounds on my unit.
Okay.
Means he slipped a wound through, but it's multi-wound from his unit.
Right.
He puts 2 wounds on my BSB and 3 on my unit. But I crush everybody he has.
Mm-hmm.
And with the +2 combat res from banners, to get rid of his charge, he breaks.
And you chase him down.
And I chase him down and kill him.
Okay.
So,
the flank is secure.
The flank is now secure. Moving on to my turn 4. My turn 4, this guy's stuck with the totemic summons, so the boar boy said, we'll come help. That looks like an easy target.
Yeah, now that the flank is open and...
So this turn, the trolls took with their flank exposed, decided this was a good time to fail their stupidity check.
Okay.
And they stumbled forward 1 inch.
Not too far from your characters.
Yes, they were too far. And yeah, because I needed to pursue his general, unfortunately. So they stumble forward 1 inch. Both these units turn around and face this way because, with their flank exposed and these guys in a flaming banner, I know where they're going.
Yep.
Anyway, so you have that. This fight continues over on that side. Boar boys made it. Yeah, there we go.
So you finally won the
So
fight.
we finally kill him off, but he killed one of mine. So I'm down to 3.
But you're still there.
We charged in and do a bunch of wounds.
Mm-hmm.
He does not wound anyone.
Okay.
But he is steadfast and sticks around.
All right.
So we'll go back to his turn. And he's measuring to check some things. And of course, they take that charge. Whatever.
They make it in, and he decides to chaff your army.
Chaffs up both units.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not very nice of him. And he rallies. I'm sorry, not rally. Reforms into a 4 wide.
Okay.
I mean, a little block of 4.
Well, he killed the totemic summons, it looks like.
And he killed these guys. Oh, to accomplish that, let's see if there's a picture. It's a good point. To accomplish the charge with the Dread Knights.
He had to charge the other guys out.
Those guys had to get out of the way, so there they go. They charged into the rear.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Okay. So they charged into the rear of me to make room for the Dread Knights,
Right.
and the Dread Knights come stomping in.
And their might was enough to finish off the totemic summons.
It was.
Okay.
But the Boar Boys, on the other hand,
Kill a whole bunch
kill
more
a couple
guys.
and
But he's still steadfast.
He's still steadfast. He does not. He elects not to turn to face me because he doesn't want to give me more attacks. Because right now I've only got 3 of them, I think, fighting him. 3, maybe 4.
Okay.
And because if he turns to face me, his mage has to come forward.
Yeah, there is that.
And with 1 wound left,
Yeah.
at minimum I get a boar and a rider out.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, I'll take 1 more round of this.
So he only caused 4 wounds on his charge with his knights.
His knights came in and Char only caused 4 wounds. Correct. Yes.
Wow.
He kind of whiffed.
I would say so.
Which is good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thrilled with that.
I'm sure. I'm sure you are.
And we're going to move to turn 5.
So you didn't have to worry about a flank charge after all.
And I killed one of him.
I
And this is how I stuck. This is one of the reasons I stuck too, is because I went with the puke option.
Yes.
And I had only 2 guys over there because he hit me in the flank.
Right, right.
So the 2 guys puked, killed one, which meant I was steadfast.
This is like 2 games in a row you've used the puke option. I'm like stunned.
I'm fighting knights.
Yeah.
Puke's only good on knights. So, going to go back to my turn. My turn, the ferals smash into this unit.
Mm-hmm.
My 3 characters all scatter.
Okay.
Come out of here.
All right.
The BSB's in the back because he has 2 wounds on him.
Yeah.
He's using the mage to hide behind.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the other boar boy unit comes up here to get in the rear
So
of
you
this unit.
scatter your characters because you don't think you can get it through the gap?
They could not have fit through this gap
Yeah.
between the 2. So this way I'm open to charge there
Right.
or do anything
Okay.
else I need to. And they're within this way, they're command range of everything.
Okay.
And you can see the Wolf Riders struggling to get back into
Yes.
the mix.
Because I'm sure they want to.
They do.
I guess a flank of a spear block is not totally scary.
So moving on, there's a close up of that. 2 close ups of that
Yep.
for some reason. All right. So this turn he kills 6. He does 6 wounds this time.
So the fire's
the
burning
second
a little
round.
stronger.
Correct. I puked back on him with 5 pukes. I needed to go 5 for 5 to break his ranks,
Yeah.
and I did not. So
he killed how many?
I killed the
He's got
guys in
6
the back.
left.
He had 11. So I
11.
killed
Plus the character's 12.
One was dead
so
here.
Yeah, okay.
So it's 12 total. So I've killed 5
Yeah.
with the trolls so far.
Okay.
And he's killed 3 of my trolls.
Okay.
So they're going to stick, and they need a 6, just re-rollable 6. And they stick around.
Okay.
The ferals abuse the Dark Raiders, but he directs a guy's attack and kills my champ.
Okay.
So my champ's dead, but they're fine. They reform this way. Again, I'm not worried about him going anywhere out this way. My concern is him, running them down and getting away.
Right.
So Face, and I can't turn enough to get away from not hitting my trolls.
Right.
So they're kind of useless at the moment. This fight continues. We kill a couple more, and he finally decides it's time to turn to face because he's not going to be steadfast anymore.
Yeah.
So he turns to face. The Wolf Riders had shot down this 4th guy here.
Okay.
When they rode up, just to teach him a lesson. This turn he decides chaff is better than shooting. He wanted to take the shots at my BSB,
Right.
who's only got 1 wound left, but he's got a 2-up armor from shooting. So
Which way were those guys facing?
which one's
The repeaters that he just moved in front of you.
facing directly towards my mage? Kind of.
Oh, okay.
There's 2 and 1 in the back.
I mean, before he moved, which way they were facing?
Oh, they were facing this direction.
They were facing towards your mage. Okay.
They were.
Okay.
They could have charged him,
Okay.
but you don't want to charge him.
You
They
won't.
don't want to charge him. He's got 3 wounds.
Yeah, I understand.
He's only got 3 attacks, and my guy's got 3 strength, 5 attacks with battle focus and a boar.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would probably not win that fight.
Oh, I keep getting confused because it looks like a wolf.
Looks like a goblin. Yeah, I know. Okay. So anyway, so he comes forward and chaffs me. Moving on to this one, I'm down by combat res. Believe I needed to do 2 pukes. I only managed to do 1.
You killed one guy and he got, what, 5 wounds on
And
you?
he did 3, 4, 5. Well, I had 1 on me, so
Okay.
3, 4.
4 wounds, okay.
And with my 4 guys, I managed to only kill 1. 4 pukes, only killed 1.
Yeah.
Which would have kept me steadfast. So I'm down by a couple, but I still roll a 5 and stick around.
Okay.
Rerollable. And over here, we kill off his mage, and his unit, comes up. I didn't do anything else other than the mage. He killed 2 of me. I killed his mage and maybe 1 of him.
Okay.
So we go to turn 6. Top of turn 6. The Wolf Riders are back. They charge him in the rear.
Yep.
The General and the Mage charge into the...
Yep.
These guys, the Ferals decide they're just going to deploy wide.
Okay.
This way they still get a rank no matter what.
Right.
And if this unit smashes me and overruns, it's probably not going to have the movement to get to the...
So no matter what happens, you'll probably have a charge.
Well, this is top of 6, so I'm done.
Oh, okay.
Again, I just want to make sure he can't get back here.
Right.
I elect not to charge these guys through the woods.
Oh, you're worried about the objective.
I'm worried about the objective.
Yep.
So I decide not to charge these guys into the flank through the woods. They just move up and get into the objective. The BSB moves over here a bit in case. The only thing that might bad happen is he breaks these pivots this way and lets his BSB charge. Lets his BSB charge out at my BSB.
Yeah,
is the only danger in that situation. But as you can see, it doesn't happen. He kills me down to 3. I'm steadfast again, and going to stick around.
Okay.
And go into this fight. Oh no, sorry. He knocked me down to 2.
Yep, and you knocked him down to 4.
And over here we eliminated the sandwich.
Yep.
And let's make it better.
Finish your elf sandwich. Yep.
And these guys ended up standing.
Okay.
Because we didn't, it was a couple wounds each.
Right.
Not much. I only did 1, but
your general's there and your BSB to help
General
out.
and BSB are both nearby, so they don't go anywhere for another round.
Okay.
And that's where it's going to end with his 3 Dread Knights, and BSB is the only thing he's got left.
Yep. Yeah, it's not a lot.
And I've got the objective. The only disappointing thing is I don't have a totemic summons on the board at the end of the game.
Can't believe you stopped casting them.
So, well, I needed other things after that. So it ended up being 20-0. So, yeah.
You're on a roll of games lately.
I'm either really good or really bad lately.
Crushing everyone before you. Or not.
Or not. Or being smashed. This was a good game, though. I was terrified of his general. Because I think that guy kills me every time. Like I said, we were laughing when he was making this charge out here, out of this danger,
right,
with the spell on him, this break the spirit on him. We were laughing because he's like, well, what if I have to take all those dangerous terrain checks and don't make it?
Yeah.
I was like, well, then you're going to get charged and crushed.
Yeah.
So
as opposed to making his charge and getting crushed.
Making his charge and getting crushed. Yeah, but again, had he not had that spell on him, he hammers.
Yes.
Again, even if his champion doesn't die, if his champion survives it, then his champion accepts the challenge, and his general's lined up on mine, and probably kills him.
Yeah.
It all depends on how lucky I get with the ward save.
Yeah.
So.
It would cost you some points, but that's probably all.
Yeah. Well, if the general's dead, then that's a big change everywhere. I guess at that point the trolls were...
Yeah, they're already out of command, and
already out of command.
You still killed enough guys with all the other stuff, so...
Maybe.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's it. Thanks for listening.
Till next time.